Right. So in the previous session, I seen about the wave function and its properties, and we're considering only orthonormal set of wave functions. If we're not given orthogonal sets, we should be able to develop them using Gram-Schmidt orthogonalization. And if the states are not normalized, we should be able to normalize them. Okay. Coming to second postulate, it is about physical variables, physical quantities. So in the first postulate, we spoke about systems, and here we're talking about physical quantities. I mean, what are the things that we can measure in those systems? So in quantum mechanics, all physical quantities are represented as operators. That too, Hermitian operators. All physically measurable quantities are represented by linear Hermitian operators. All physical quantities are represented as linear Hermitian operators. So linearity we have seen already in states. So we will work out some problems also on that. And coming to Hermitian operators, an operator is said to be Hermitian if A dagger is equal to A. So let's say some operators like momentum operator is h bar dou by dou x. So momentum operator is h bar dou by dou x. And kinetic energy operator is minus h bar square by 2m dou square by dou x square. And total energy operator h bar dou by dou t. So like that, there are some operators. I mean, every physical quantity is represented as a mathematical operator. And these operators will operate on the states. So let's say you are applying h bar dou psi by dou t on some state e power I k x minus omega t. What do you get? Differentiation with respect to t. H bar times minus I omega. Into the same function. So what do you get here? I square is minus 1 minus plus 1 h bar omega into psi. So if you remove psi, you will be left with E is equal to h bar omega. And h by 2 by 2 pi nu h nu. Same way, if you apply this momentum operator on this state e power I k x minus omega t, what do you get? H bar I k. Sorry, minus h bar dou by dou x. This operator will have minus sign. So it is h bar k. h by lambda. Momentum is h by lambda. So here every physical quantity, physically measurable quantity must be represented as a linear Hermitian operator. Okay, Hermitian operator property ఏంటంటే A dagger is equal to A అవుతుంది. సో దాని కాన్సిక్వెన్సెస్ ఏంటనేది చూడాలి. సో కాన్సిక్వెన్సెస్ ఏంటి అంటే the eigenvalues are real and eigenvectors. So ఇక్కడ once you have an operator, every operator is associated with an eigenfunction and an eigenvalue. So psi is called eigenfunction, A is called eigenvalue. So ఇక్కడ ఐగన్ అంటే మీనింగ్ ఏంటంటే ఓన్ అని. సో మన ఆపరేటర్ని ఒక ఫంక్షన్ మీద అప్లై చేసినప్పుడు మళ్ళీ సేమ్ ఫంక్షన్ మల్టిప్లైడ్ బై కాన్స్టెంట్ వస్తే ఆ ఫంక్షన్ని ఐగన్ ఫంక్షన్ అంటారు. సపోజ్ డో బై డో ఎక్స్ అనే ఒక ఆపరేటర్ ఉంది. మీరు సైన్ కేఎక్స్ మీద అప్లై చేశారు, ఏమొస్తుందంటే k cos kx, you're getting a different function multiplied by constant. Whereas same dou by dou x applied on cos kx minus k sin kx, function is changing. So if you apply this dou by dou x on e power I kx, I k e power I kx. So laga, if the operator cannot change the function except for a constant, so then it is called eigenfunction of the operator. Okay, so every time when you are given an operator, you should identify an eigenfunction, and once you apply the operator, the eigenvalue is the physically measurable quantity. So here dou square by dou x square is an eigenfunction for sin kx. What do you get?
Minus k cos kx minus k square sin kx.
So sin kx is an eigenfunction for dou square by dou x square. And if you apply dou square by dou x square on e power I kx, so exponential functions work for both d by dx and d square by dx square. Whereas sine cosine functions works only with double derivatives. So here we already mentioned, system usually lies in a combination of states. System usually lies in a combination of states. And let's say A is an operator. If you apply A on psi 1, you will get A1 psi 1. A1 is the eigenvalue. There is a state psi 1. Let's say this may be energy. So energy of the system in the state psi1 is E1, A1, let's say. A in a state psi2 gives you maybe an eigenvalue A2. Then the combination, let's say we call it as E, better, more convenient, more meaningful. So let's say I want to measure the energy of an electron, let's say in some hydrogen atom or some atom. Okay, so what do you get? I get E1. E1 is the eigenvalue, E is the operator. Into side. Okay, so now the expectation value of the operator is given by this. Yeah, keep it like that. Instead of energies, better keep A's only. So A psi1 is A1 psi1. A on psi2 gives you A2 psi2. Now the expectation value of A, it is denoted by this, it is given by psi A psi by psi psi. So expectation value is given by that. So if you substitute the value of psi, what do you get? C1 psi1 plus C2 psi2 A C1 psi1 plus C2 psi2 by C1 psi1 plus C2 psi2 same వస్తుందండి. So A applies on psi1. C1 is a constant. C1 psi1 plus C2 psi2 C1 A1 psi1 plus C2 A2 psi2. And in the denominator you will be left with modulus C1 square plus modulus C2 square. So what do you get? A1 modulus C1 square plus A2 modulus C2 square by so here C1 square is the probability of obtaining an eigenvalue A1. C2 square modulus is the probability of obtaining an eigenvalue A2. అంటే సిస్టమ్ మీద మనం మెజర్మెంట్ చేస్తే A1 అనే వాల్యూ రావడానికి C1 square is the probability, A2 అనే వాల్యూ రావడానికి C2 square is the probability. Let's say this may be a 0.3, this may be 0.7, maybe some number 0.5, 0.5. Any possibility is there depending on the nature of the system. Okay, so అంటే ఏంటంటే, so what exactly happens? So this is the probability calculation. So mathematical calculation gives you A1 C1 square plus A2 C2 square as the expectation value of A. So this may be energy or momentum ఏదైనా కావచ్చు. మనం మెజర్ చేస్తే ఇలాంటి ప్రాబబిలిటీస్ వస్తాయి అని ఈక్వేషన్ చెప్తుంది. దిస్ ఇస్ ద క్యాలిక్యులేషన్. మెజర్ చేస్తే ఏమొస్తుందండి? యూ మే గెట్ ఎయిదర్ A1 ఆర్ A2. A1 కానీ A2 కానీ ఏదో ఒకటే వస్తుంది. బట్ మీరు 10 టైమ్స్ మెజర్ చేస్తే లెట్స్ సే దిస్ ఈజ్ 0.3 అండ్ దిస్ ఈజ్ 0.7, దెన్ 3 టైమ్స్ A1 వస్తుంది, 7 టైమ్స్ A2 వస్తుంది. అర్థమవుతుంది? ఇఫ్ యూ మెజర్ దట్ ఫిజికల్ క్వాంటిటీ 10 టైమ్స్, 3 టైమ్స్ యూ విల్ గెట్ A1 అండ్ 7 టైమ్స్ యూ విల్ గెట్ A2. అది ఈక్వేషన్ చెప్తున్న విషయం. ఓకే, సో ఏం జరుగుతుంది? బిఫోర్ ద మెజర్మెంట్ the system lies in a combination state, linear combination state, and act of measurement collapses the system into one of the possible states. రెండిట్లో ఏదైనా కావచ్చు, బట్ యాక్ట్ ఆఫ్ మెజర్మెంట్ కొలాప్సెస్ ద సిస్టమ్ ఇంటూ వన్ ఆఫ్ ద పాసిబుల్ స్టేట్స్. ఉన్న పాసిబిలిటీస్లోంచి ఏదో ఒక దాంట్లోకి సిస్టమ్ కొలాప్స్ అయిపోతుంది. మనం మెజర్ చేయనంత వరకు అది ఏ స్టేట్లో ఉందనేది మనకు చెప్పడం కుదరదు. వన్స్ యూ మెజర్ ఇట్, it will collapse into one possible state. So that possibilities are defined by modulus C1 square and modulus C2 square. So before measurement, system lies in linear combination state. Next ఏంటంటే act of measurement
System
collapses the system into one of the possible states. So remaining topics we will see in the next session.